Hi actors, it's Wendy Elaine Wright, talent manager at WAW Entertainment in Los Angeles, California. And I'm going to talk to you for a minute about what acting is, because I think there is a huge disconnect between people who want to be an actor and actors. So let's just start by saying acting is not pretending. Acting is not getting up on stage and pretending to be something, pretending to have a feeling, pretending to respond to someone, or pretending to say something to someone, pretending to feel something, or pretending to be angry. Acting is being those things. Acting is being angry, being sad, being happy, being loving, being afraid, being concerned, while you are basically speaking the lines that someone else has written. So what is not real is that the words are written by someone else. They're not organic to your present moment. If that writer wasn't there writing it, you wouldn't be saying it. You'd be saying whatever it is you really feel, that you really are experiencing. But as an actor, someone else is writing the words, and you are reading those words, learning those words, and now you have to put them into the part of you that is, how do I say this? You have to bring those words through a human being to life. They have to come through the human feeling, the human emotion that you have within you, so that they become real, so that they land on a person who's listening. They can't just be written on a piece of paper and then you say them. Otherwise, that's very robotic. That's reciting a line. They actually have to come through you as the instrument. You as an actor are the instrument. And the words have to come through the human instrument and come out as a human being would say it, as a human being would feel it, as a human being would experience it. And a human being experiences genuine emotion and then says how they feel or think. Experiences genuine reaction to something and then says how they feel or think, or they pull away because of how they feel or think. So your job as an actor is to hear those words that the writer has written and then make a character come to life. Like, decide, okay, who is this person? This person, where do they come from? How do they feel? What's happened in their life that's made them who they are? What do they want out of their life? What do they want out of that moment that you are talking with someone? What are they afraid of? You have to invent all those things. You have to think about, like, say you get a script and you have words on a page. If it's an audition and you get the script half an hour before you go in and audition, part of what an acting class teaches you is how to break down a script and make those choices. When you hear the word choices, you're talking about things like, how old is this character? Where did they just come from before they had this moment that's on the page? What are they afraid of? What do they want? What do they need more than anything in the world? What are they upset about? If they don't get what they need, what's going to happen to them? Because human beings are driven by fear, love, need, and want. They are either in fear of something, losing something, in fear they might not get something that they want. They are searching for love. So human beings are living from those places. So when you create a character, which is somebody else's idea of whatever they've written, you have to figure out, okay, now how do I make this character human? I have to figure out what they want, what they love, what they fear, what they need. And then I have to make decisions about that. So let's say the line is, I really need your help on this. I can't do this by myself. I really need your help. It is not going to work if you just say it. I really need your help on this. I really need your help. You have to think about, and the choices are, if I don't get their help, I am going to be kicked out of my house. And that then becomes kind of desperation that you get their help. That's a choice you make that makes the way you say it completely different than I need your help, which is just, I need your help. That just means nothing. But if you are thinking, I need your help because I am not going to have any place to live in a couple days if you don't help me. I'm going to be on the street. Like literally, you have to imagine I'm going to have to bring the few things I have and put them down here on the street and sit out here by myself because I'll have no place to go because there's no one else for me. And I really need your help. I can't do this by myself. That's how you make a choice that fuels the emotion of what you're saying. Now I'm going to cry and ruin my makeup. But you have to feel those things. I mean, it's using your imagination, yes. But it's also, seeing what would happen to you if you didn't get their help. Because once you see what would happen to you if you didn't get their help, it becomes urgent for you to get their help. And the way you say the line becomes real. Because you feel it. Acting is feeling real emotion in made-up circumstances. So let's say you change the way you say it completely. What if you don't need their help at all? What if, your help is the last thing I need? Oh, yeah, I really need your help. Yeah. I need your help like I need a hole in the head. Okay? I really need your help. You make a choice that this person really doesn't need their help. This person is the most unhelpful person on the face of the earth. They've never been helpful. And in fact, you're angry that they haven't been helpful. You know what? I need your help. I can't do it without you. You've made a decision now to be sarcastic. You didn't even make the decision to be sarcastic. It just comes out sarcastic because you're thinking the thoughts of the character. The thoughts of the character is what you're supposed to be thinking when you're acting, not your own personal thoughts, okay? You're thinking, the person I'm talking to right now is an asshole. Okay, I've asked for their help before. They never give it to me. They've let me down over and over and over again. This person is the most disappointing person in the world, and now you're going to ask for my help? Yes, I do. I need your help. I'm never going to be able to do it without you. I'm lost without you, because that's how important you are to me, because you are like, the sun sets on you, the sun rises on you. Your help would mean everything to me. Once you choose who you are in relationship to that person that you're talking to in a scene. Who is that person to you? How have they treated you in the past? What do you feel about that person? That changes how you say the line. So the process of becoming an actor, the process of training, is to teach you how to make those choices. It's not to stand up, and here's what the huge misconception is. Some people think that being an actor means, hi, I'm just me. I walk into the room, I say the line, and I just use my own personality. That is not how you work as an actor. Obviously, you're your own person. You can't bring someone else into the room. I mean, you're going to bring you in the room. But the work of an actor is to sit down with a script and make decisions, very deep decisions that go on and on and on. It's layer after layer after layer of decision. I can go further in that. I need your help so bad that if I don't get it, I might die. But I don't want you to know that. So the first decision is, I'm desperate for your help and I'm panicking inside because if I don't get that help, something really bad is going to happen to me. A lot of times you see a movie and somebody needs something really bad or someone else is going to kill them. That is only believable if the person doing the acting is really feeling those emotions. If they didn't feel those emotions, you wouldn't feel those emotions. So if I say, I really need your help because and I know that my life is in danger if I don't get it, but I don't want to tell them that. Now the next layer is I'm pretending I don't feel that way. So the first choice is I have to determine what I need from you and why it's important and how desperate I need it. And then the other choice is, but I don't want you to know that. So I'm going to feel those things, but then I'm going to cover them up. Because in real life, that's what we do. We feel emotions, and then we cover them up so other people can't see them. So when you're in acting class, you will learn all those tools and techniques for determining who your character is. And then as you continue to develop the character, maybe the character has a lisp. Maybe the character has a short temper, and every time they get angry, they do something. They clench and then they try to calm themselves down. Maybe they have a nervous laugh. They have a tick. Whatever. You can actually, design this human being by watching other human beings, by watching what human beings do, how human beings behave, how human beings act, how human beings react. You've got to become very present to how human beings express themselves. And then you can pick some of those and put them into the moments, into the scenes. But they've got to be organic. They genuinely have to come from a real feeling within yourself. So I have a couple of tools when I'm acting that I use because, say I have to do a really sad scene. My emotions are pretty available to me, so I can get to my emotions rather quickly. I can also think about a moment that really makes me sad in my life. And I'm not even going to tell you what that moment is, but I know what it is. So I could be saying, Beverly Hills, Donna, and thinking about this thing that I'm thinking about. And when I say Beverly Hills, Donna, it's not even about what I'm saying. It's about what I'm feeling. And human beings react to each other's feelings, even on a subconscious level. It's not, every communication we have as human beings is not conscious. If I am feeling something, that energy is going to come out. And you're going to respond to my feeling. You're not going to respond to my words. You're going to respond to how my energy is, to how I'm feeling. If I say, I'm just fine, but you feel that I'm not, your reaction isn't going to be, oh, okay, you're just fine. You're feeling that I'm not fine. So your reaction is going to still be, are you sure? Because I don't think you're okay. I don't think you're fine. I'm feeling that you're not fine. So I again want to offer my help to you because I don't believe you. And so we communicate with people on a subconscious level. How you feel is expressed in your body, and your reactions are expressed from the way you feel will show up on your face. If someone says something offensive to you, your reaction is going to show up on your face. Then you're going to realize that you just showed people what you thought, and you're going to try to cover it up. Someone's going to see your real reaction and be like, oh my God. There's just so much going on subconsciously, okay? So acting is about being aware of all of those things that make us human beings and tapping into the truth of how we really feel and really react and really think and what we really need, and then putting them to words that, I could read the newspaper and be thinking about something very sad. And you'll see it in my eyes. You'll hear it in my voice. You'll see it in my expressions, in my energy. You will feel my sadness. And I could be reading numbers or talking about cars. And you will start crying because you are relating to the feeling I'm having. Sometimes you're not listening to the words people say. You're just really paying attention to how they feel. So an actor has to become really good at getting in touch with their feelings. And what method acting teaches you is to get so specific about a time you had a feeling. Let's say you were sad. And not everybody has to go through all that. I don't need to get into all the sensory, every single thing that happened in the room that day in order to get me to that feeling. But, sometimes the more you dig deeper into where that feeling came from, the more real it gets. But I understand why method acting works. But method acting is like, say you had a really bad day. Not only should you remember what caused you to have that bad day, but where were you when you were having that bad day? Where were you sitting? What room were you in? What was in the room with you? Was there sound? Was there light? Was there music? Was there heat? Was there cold? And recreate the whole experience so that your memory is so triggered that it triggers the emotion. That even sometimes just seeing the painting on the wall that you were looking at while you were sitting in that chair having that bad day, just seeing the image of the picture triggers that emotion. And then later when you're working as an actor in a scene or on stage or in an audition, you can just picture the wall and that picture and bring it right back. And sense memory is what it's called. That's what method acting teaches, and that's a very deep technique that you take years training and learning how to do, going through your own life, your own experiences, and coming up with your own emotions, and then really remembering the circumstances surrounding it. And some actors don't believe in that. I think Spencer Tracy was like, forget sense memory and Stanislavski and all that crap. Just go in there and do it. So, some actors get to their process differently. That's why I always suggest take acting classes with lots of different teachers, because some teacher you take may teach you a technique that really works for you and brings out these emotions in you that you can call on when you're doing a scene, and another technique might not work for you. And one technique works better than the other. And so you might have to try different techniques to find what works for you. That's why I don't believe it's okay to just say, oh, I took an acting class and now I want to be an actor. You have no concept of what it is to be an actor after one acting class. You don't have any concept about what it is to be an actor after watching this video. You've got to go practice it. You've got to go study with, you have an idea. You heard some stories and some things I said, but you've got to live it. You've got to live it and practice it and experience it and do it yourself. That's why the theater is so amazing, and the combination of taking acting classes and doing theater. If you are in Missouri, Montana, Florida, Oregon, Texas, Pennsylvania, Russia, Germany, I don't care where you are. If you want to be an actor, you've got to start taking acting classes. Wherever you are, right this minute, right in whatever town you're in, you got to start taking acting classes and start working on your process of learning how to recall and bring up your own true, genuine emotions and figure out how to get those to come out when you need them. And you need to start practicing that on stage in front of an audience when everyone's expecting you to do it in the theater. That's how we become stronger actors, you know. Every time I do this, the video always captures my screenshot as this. Anyway, but that's, you know, you got to train in class and then do plays and practice. You can't say, I want to be an actor. I'm moving to LA, but I've never done a play and I've never taken an acting class. How on earth will you ever compete with people who have? Believe me, let me explain something to you. If you're in the room with a great actor, and if you're not a great actor, the difference is going to be very obvious. And why would someone hire a bad actor when they can hire a great actor? Why would someone hire a good actor when they can hire a great actor? If you're going to be an actor, it's your job to become a great actor. It's your job to learn all the techniques that, you know, work for you as an actor. Maybe you'll take 6 months with one acting teacher, and then you'll take 6 months with another acting teacher, and then, you know, and my suggestion is, you know, try to find the very best teachers you can around you. And if you don't have any acting teachers around you, and you want to be an actor, you're going to need to go somewhere else and take acting classes, you know. Someone recently asked me, you know, should I just move to LA and become an actor? What should I do? Well, if you are not married and don't have any kids and you're free and you're 18 and you can go wherever the heck you want, go to Chicago for a while and study at Second City and learn some improv. Go to New York and go study at some of the acting schools there and take an opportunity to train with the best. The better your trainer, the better your mentor, the better your coach, the better you will be. If you train with an average teacher who teaches acting at the community college, and I don't mean to offend any teachers, you know, I mean, not everybody teaches at Juilliard or Yale Drama School. In order to teach at Yale Drama School, you got to be a hell of a good acting teacher. If you could go to a school for acting, go to Yale Drama School. You know, if you can't get into Yale Drama School, go to Juilliard, go someplace else, okay? Go to the Royal Academy of Dramatic Arts in London. Go where the best are being trained, because that's who you're going to be up against when you actually get in an audition. That's the bottom line. That's the truth, right? And the journey starts now, right where you are right now. So if you're in a small town and you want to be an actor and you're watching TV and you think, oh my God, it's so easy. I'm just going to come to LA. I'm going to go on some auditions. I'm going to become an actor. I'm going to be on TV. It totally doesn't work that way unless you're a kid. Kids get in auditions real easy without a lot of training because they're just kids. And kids have natural access to emotions. Kids have natural access to feeling. They're spontaneous. They're not in their head thinking. They're not overthinking. They don't do all that stuff. Kids just be. They just feel. As an adult, the more you get older, and the more, I don't know why it happens to human beings, but it does. Human beings now start thinking too much, and it interferes with feeling. So, for example, an actor could go into an audition, and now they're thinking, I wonder if they're good enough. I don't know if I deserve to be here. I hope I did well enough. I wonder what they thought about me. You know, all this nonsense that adults do interferes with being present in the moment, with feeling your feelings. And that's why you take acting classes, to help shut that off, quiet all that nonsense in your brain, and just go back to the organic feeling. That's what kids already have. Kids run out there and they just go do it. They don't go, I wonder if someone is watching me and if I should be in this moment. Oh my God, kids don't do that. They just go in the audition room. They're bouncing off the walls. They're expressing their feelings. They say the lines with energy and animation, and they're not thinking about what people think about them. They just do what they do. That's kids. That's why kids book stuff just based on their natural talent. But the older you get, the more training you need and the more skill you need to overcome the excessive self-doubt and fear of failure and fear of success and all these other thoughts that creep in to adults. So you have to learn how to concentrate and focus on your feelings and your emotions again. so that you're not in your head. Because if you go into an audition with all those thoughts running in your head, you can't possibly be having the thoughts of the character at the exact same time. And you're really only supposed to be thinking the thoughts of the character. If you're thinking the thoughts of you and worrying about if you're good enough or you deserve this opportunity or if you should be in the room and all that stuff, you can't get the role thinking your own thoughts. You have to be thinking the thoughts of the character. That's why training is so important. So please, stop emailing me these really stupid questions like, you're 18 years old, you're 25 years old, do I need acting training in order to come be an actor? Yeah, absolutely, yes. You do. You just need to figure out how to be your best self as an actor. Because when you get in the audition room, there'll be great actors in the room with you. So you got to become a great actor. It takes years of training to become a great actor, unless you're a natural. And I'm not saying they don't exist. You know, I have a client who's a natural. Never took a class in his, well, a couple classes, but he came out like mega talented, mega natural, totally in touch with all his emotions, his feelings, and everything he does. He trained himself. Incredibly talented. Julia Roberts never took an acting class. These are the exceptions to the rule. These are not the norm. You likely need an acting class, trust me. You likely need years of it. And if you don't believe me, go to an audition and see if you get a role. See if you get a callback. If you just come to LA and go on auditions and you don't get callbacks and you don't get roles, you're not ready, you haven't trained enough. You don't have what it takes yet to compete with people who are well trained and who know what they're doing. So I don't even waste your time coming to LA until you've spent several years in your own life, your own hometown, your own state, training. And even after you get out here, you're going to still take classes and never stop training. So that's a quick introduction to the world of acting. So many, a lot of you young new people aren't going to believe me. You're going to think, oh, I can just go there and show up and just be me and go in the audition room with my script and I'm going to say these lines. But if you don't have meaning behind those lines, real human emotion and real meaning, they're going to mean nothing. They're going to bounce off the casting director. The casting director's not going to feel anything. You're not going to feel anything, and you're not going to get the part. And another actor is going to come in and really know what they're doing, and they're going to feel it, and they're going to express it from a deep place that real is genuine. The casting director is going to feel that emotion, and they're going to get the part. And if you don't believe me, try it. See for yourself. I'm not lying. You're going to be highly disappointed if you come all the way out here and you don't have any training and you can't get where you're dreaming of getting. You can't be lazy to be successful in this business. You've got to work really, really, really hard. You've got to take a lot of acting classes. You've got to read a lot of scripts. You've got to practice. And you have to love acting so much that while you're doing all of that, you don't mind doing it because you love it so much. That's the only way you're going to be able to get through all the years of training and all the hard work and all the rejection and all the auditions that you don't book. And for the few jobs you book here and there, it's because you love it so much you would do it for free. You would do it if nobody knew who you were. You would do it if you were never famous. You would do it if no one ever discovered you. If you could just have the opportunity to act, you have to love it that much. And when you love it that much, you'll have a chance of having a successful acting career. Okay? That is our initial conversation about acting. And I hope that you gained something useful from that. And I will be giving you more acting advice and tips in the future. See ya.